Hello and welcome to Hilton Head Fishing Adventures. My name is Captain Charlie Beeden, and today I'm going to do a review on the St. Croix Tidemaster fishing rods. I have two rods that I would like to show you today. First off is the Tidemaster 6 to 12 pound medium action rod. I have this particular rod matched up with a Penn Battle 3000. This is going to be my primary trout and flounder rod. The next rod that we're going to look at is the St. Croix Tidemaster 8 to 17 pound fast action rod. This particular rod I have matched up with a Penn Battle 4000. This is going to be my primary inshore red fishing rod. You know, it really goes without saying that St. Croix is one of the top rod manufacturers in the world. Their craftsmanship is unmatched. But I'll tell you, these Tidemasters are right at the top of their fleet. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, the first rod that we're going to look at today is the St. Croix Tidemaster 6 to 12 pound medium action rod. What makes this a medium action rod, if you notice when I put pressure on the rod tip here, you see how the rod bends well into the midsection of the rod, right down into here. Basically, the rod's just got a little bit more give to it. This is extremely nice when we're live bait fishing, especially for fish such as trout and flounder that tend to have a little bit softer bite and softer mouths. What we get here with that lighter action is we tend to pull off less fish near the boat because you've got that give as that fish shakes his head with that soft mouth. You don't tend to pull out so many hooks. And man, I'll tell you, the fight on these rods is an absolute blast no matter what you're catching. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the 8 to 17 pound rod. Alright guys, the next rod that we're going to take a look at today is the St. Croix Tidemaster 8 to 17 pound fast action rod. What makes this a fast action rod is, if you'll notice when I pull down on the rod tip here, the rod primarily only bends through about the top 1/3 section. From about here down, the rod remains relatively straight. What kind of an advantage is this going to give you when you're out fishing? Well, this is going to be one of my primary rods that I'll use when I'm red fishing, especially with artificial lures. The reason being is having this nice sensitive tip up here, it gives you a really good feel when you're working those artificials. It also really allows you to detect when you get that strike. Once you do get the strike, you've got this nice solid stout butt section, which is going to give you a lot of power for the hookup, and then it's also going to give you the power that you need to fight a little bit larger fish. The other thing that I noticed when I first got these rods was that they tend to cast anywhere from 20 to 25% further than other rods without that fast action design. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and finish up, and I'm going to show you some of the general features of these rods. Number one, you've got St. Croix's signature cork handles. Of course, they use good solid Fuji reel seats and guide systems. But the most important things that you need to recognize when you're purchasing one of these rods is the blank system. If you go to St. Croix's website, you'll notice that they have a ton of different rods to choose from. You need to choose a rod that fits your needs. As we discussed today, for example, I use the fast action rod when I'm running artificial baits, and then I would use the medium action rod when I'm running live baits. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation, and until next time,